So, hi guys, welcome to Footbox TV, back again. Just a quick one on yesterday's match. So yeah, we'll title this one "Keep Going to the End," and I think it's just in life, when you have certain struggles, you've got a vision, you've got an objective, just keep going to the end and kind of be consistent in whatever you're trying to do. And I'll bring these analogies to football and boxing because I think there's so many life lessons there, and it's probably just related to people better that way. So whatever you're kind of going through, if you have a setback, just keep going and just don't quit. And obviously we can see from yesterday's score, so it was good result from Liverpool. You know, coming into the match, you can see Liverpool been on a pretty good run. Um, four straight away wins before that. Southampton have been on a good run as well. They've got some good victories. Beat Fulham, only just lost to Man U. Beat Spurs at home, beat Brighton away. So they was on some good form. And yesterday, wow, yesterday if you look at the teams, yesterday was a hotbed. Southampton just came out all guns blaring, and they were sitting back as well. That definitely was a tactic. You can see they had three at the back, so they knew that Liverpool would like to push high with the wing backs, and they were sitting back. And it was a big mistake from Liverpool and the goal. But in that midfield, there was just so much space. And I watched the Tottenham match, and one thing I'd say is that in the once it was getting to like the 65th minute, you could see Tottenham were coming into it, and Wijnaldum here. He kept on pushing forward and leaving so much space in the defence. And, I was waiting for Klopp to kind of react and do something about it. He didn't. They scored a 1-1 and then he did react, but he reacted in the way that he went for it. And, yeah, we got the goal, but it could have been a big mistake. And I think Klopp said it as well after the match that he reacted a bit too late and he won't make that mistake again in this match. A lot of people were calling for Fabinho to start. And I'm really just concentrating on the midfield because the defence, the goalkeeper's just been the same. The defence more or less picks itself unless Gomez comes back in, and it's either Matip or Lovren, and obviously the front three, we know Salah, Firmino and Mane. So it's really this midfield that tends to switch around. And this time we played Fabinho. Fabinho is a proper DM. And I thought he should have played in the Tottenham match, and when he came on in the Tottenham match, he did really well. And obviously Keita has been very disappointing. But that midfield was just so open, Ronaldo and Keita were just pushing up so much. And, Keita scored the goal and it's good, it took a little deflection. But, at 1-0, they had a few chances and they were pushing it. And then we came back into it. And luckily we got the goal. It's always good when you get the goal before the break. Then after the break, Southampton were just on us again. And it was really shocking that there was so much space in that midfield. And I was just thinking to myself, Klopp, you made the mistake in the Tottenham game. You reacted too slow. You said after the game that you knew that was a mistake, and you're not gonna do that again. And here we are against Southampton, who are clearly on top at the start of the second half, and it doesn't seem like something's happening. But then something did happen, and that happened was here. As you can see, 55 minutes they was on top. He made a double sub, and I was calling for like at least Henderson to come on to take off one of these Ronaldo or Keita, push them back, and then Henderson, Fabinho, and then give Ronaldo a free roll, give Keita a free roll, which way. But he decided to bring both of them on. Big move. Obviously, he brought Henderson on, and Milner came on for right back. And another thing was that, Liverpool, we do need leaders on. And the only guy that, I don't know if was Milner there when Man City won the league title, but he's the most experienced player we got. He's been at Leeds, he's been at Newcastle, Aston Villa, Man City, so he's just experienced. And obviously Henderson was there. They did highlight it as well at the end of the match in 2014, when he got sent off in the Man City game and he missed the Chelsea game, was kind of crucial. So it was kind of good to see they came on, and really they made a big difference. Their just desire alone made the difference. Milner was just getting down that wing, and Henderson's been it's ironic because I'm one of Henderson's biggest criticisers in the sense that yes, he is good in the defensive position, he is very tireless and a good player to have, but when you have 0 assists and 0 goals in a team that scores so many goals and creates so many chances, to me, that is poor. And that is his criticism. But he we'll get onto him later. But yeah, they made the difference. And they just tightened things up a lot. And we were having chances. And at that point, I was just thinking, we're gonna have a chance here. I thought it was when Robinson, he had a big chance, got to the byline. And Robinson's courses have been perfection. Go look at fantasy football. Go look at how many points he gets. And yes, some of them are from clean sheets because our defence is tightened, but a lot of them are from assists. And he puts the ball in, and all he has to do is a normal ball, and he messes it up. And Salah doesn't get on it. And then you're just thinking, 80 minutes, 75, 80 minutes, you're just thinking, right, we're going to get a chance, but are we going to put it away? Southampton get a corner. They break. We break, sorry. And, ironically, it's Henderson that does the assist. So I've been criticising him for not getting no assists and no goal season. So he does the assist, and Salah gets the ball and runs from inside his half. And, this is a sign of, and again, it's believe in yourself, have confidence in yourself. We've seen when players miss crucial penalties, and then the next game, they step up. Or even in the game, they step up and take the penalty. And everyone's like, oh my God, why is he taking it? And here, Salah hasn't scored in 8 games. Since he was on that record of, being the fastest to 50 Premier League goals, he just hasn't scored. And obviously, Mane is the guy in form. And in the last match against Tottenham, there was one particular part where Mane was basically it was a 2-on-2 kind of situation. I mean, Salah was a 2-on-2 kind of situation. And I'm begging him, I'm just like, slot Mane in. He's the guy in form. Let him slot him in, take the defender away and slot him in. He doesn't. He shoots, gets blocked. And I'm just like, well, what's the point in that? Same thing a week later. Salah gets the ball. He's running. Clear break. He's running. I'm just screaming, slot him in. I don't know who it was, Mane or Firmino. I'm just screaming, slot them in, please. Just slot them in and we can score here. Just slot them in. Don't shoot. He shoots. And he puts it. And he scores. And it wasn't a shot where he didn't mean, he knew exactly what he was doing. And that's the mark of a top player. When confidence is not high, you haven't been scoring, to take that chance, that, because if he misses that, he's going to get a lot of criticism. But he didn't. He scored it, and at 2-1, obviously you're always thinking they're going to get a chance. But then my main man Henderson, from going from 0 goals and 0 assists all year, suddenly decides to get one. So ended the score 3-1, and I'm really doing this video because even though, yes, I'm a Liverpool fan and I'm excited about this whole league title, I will be doing videos based on, kind of just motivation in life and stuff. And, yesterday was a result where, it just shows you, just keep going, keep being persistent. We always go to the final whistle. It's not over till it's over. It's not, there's been a spat of, people getting depressed and killing themselves, but it's not over till it's over. It's not over till it's done. So just anything in life you're struggling with, just keep going and have your vision, your objective, stay consistent. And even if you have a setback or a delay, you really got to keep going. And when you get to the end, the elation you feel is amazing, and that's what happened yesterday. So yeah, we'll see. It's a big well, it's not a big Premier League weekend this week, but obviously, my whole thing right now is if we can just get to beat Chelsea, and then Man City have got a run of games, which I'll do a video on, and that's when now we'll see what they're made of. And if they win all those games, and they win the title, and they will win the quadruple, then hats off to them. One of the best teams ever. But at least let's put them under pressure, because last time, when we lost to Chelsea, we still could have gone to Crystal Palace and won and put City under a little bit of pressure, but we ended up, well, I think it was the game when they scored 3 goals or something like that. I don't know if we drew or lost, but, that was just terrible. So, Chelsea next at home, win that game, and then Man City have got a run of hard games, and let's put them under pressure. So, thanks guys for watching.